Okay, y'all, last video. This one is wrapping it all up. It's the vision statement, it's the mission statement, it's connecting those whys into the whole thing, okay? So what that means is the building blocks of the mission statement are your why statements, okay? The why statements, all of the whys, all the purposes, all the reasons that you want to achieve those goals, those will reveal your whys, okay? When you know what your whys are and you see them regularly, you write them every now and then, every 3 months or so, you tend to have a lot of discipline and motivation internally to just move forward towards things. Obstacles just start to disappear. So yeah, when you get into the intention of it, the how appears, okay? You will figure out the how if you know the why, okay? That's the whole point of figuring out your whys. So hopefully you have some of those things that you saw repetitively come up, and a couple of ones that were one-offs that kind of just, blew your head open a little bit, okay? So now you've got some whys. The vision statement, if you haven't already written it, it's the idea of what is the world that I seek to create, that the world that I want to live in, or the world that my company is doing their part to build, okay? So what's the grand vision of the future? So Tony Robbins, his vision of the future is to create a world without suffering. Or I think it's just a world without suffering. It's simple. You want simple and bold, okay, is kind of the big idea. Your mission statement is how you will personally, or how your company will take part in building that future. So the way that you could write that down is, if I was going to create a world without suffering, what's my part in that? Well, I'm going to go around alleviating suffering everywhere that I can. I'm going to do the work on me, and I'm going to help other people to be doing that work as well. For them to understand the patterns of their own human suffering so that they can alleviate it themselves in their own lives, but how that's going to spiral outward, okay? So a nice, crunchy, crispy, clear, I empower myself and others to find joy and fulfillment every day. Something like that. That's one iteration probably that I've used over the years. So that's the path that I'm taking to create the vision of the future. Does that make sense? Okay. So something that may help you in all of this is, what are the character traits? You might need some extra words in a word bank kind of thing beyond just your whys. You might also want to connect with the character traits or the principles that you would seek to embody and live out in this way, okay? And now the real gift here is, who's the person that you get to become when you have these things already accomplished, already achieved? What do you get to feel every day? What do you not have to, what do you absolutely, you can't afford to entertain it or else it'll put everything in jeopardy. What are those feelings? You get to feel good when you're doing anything on your path. And this is just helping you program your computer to be aligned at your unconscious and conscious levels so that supercomputer can actually serve you towards the goals that you have, okay? So that's a crash course on a bunch of whys and purposes and reasons, which then you can turn into a mission statement. So, and the way that, we see it at Date with Destiny is, you want to write out a couple times for mission. If you're really, like Paul, if you're really set on writing some mission statements, is you write, the purpose of my life is blank, 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 blank. Okay. So the way Tony Robbins has done it is to be blank, to do blank, and to have blank. You can do it that way, and you can also get creative with it, okay? You guys have done amazing. You're probably melting down a little bit. I tried to keep it under a half an hour. I hope that worked out for you guys. Big love to you. Thank you so much. Go get them, rock stars. Thanks for being a part of my day today and just lighting me up. Hopefully, I was able to return the favor. Bye-bye.